What's up, people? It is early on Wednesday morning. My appointment with Dunn Fab Motorsports was at 9 a.m. and I overslept. It's 11 o'clock. I'm rushing over there. I'm only 5 minutes away, and we're going to get our intake installed today, and we're going to show you how to do it. I purchased a JLT intake from Joe Solismo at Solis Racing Group. His information will be down in the description. And the reason why I went with the JLT, pretty simple. I wanted the leg maker, the carbon fiber leg maker, because it looked better. I wasn't going to get an intake at all because the stock Airbox does such a wonderful job. It really does. The IATs are really, really good. I didn't want to get a hot air intake. But for looks and for sound, strictly is why I went with one. But our buddy Carl, aka badass_cars on Instagram, purchased the leg maker first, and he didn't like how bad the IATs were, so he went and bought the JLT, and it does a lot better. That's pretty much why. I trust the guy's opinion, and decided to go with that one. So we're going to be here in a few minutes. We'll go in, we'll get this thing started for you.
Speed trap ahead.
All right, so I'm inside Dunn Fab Motorsports here in Pensacola, New Jersey. You probably recognize the shop because I've gotten a lot of work done here. I've been here quite often recently. And we've got the camera set up on the hood to record everything. We're about to get the JLT intake installed. Let me show you what the JLT intake looks like. We shouldn't be here more than 30 minutes. All right, so we got the box open, and there are 3 air filters. Could have swore I only ordered 2. Okay, so this is the air filter, and they can be cleaned, so that's why I ordered an extra one, but I have a spare here. I'll have to reach out to Joe and thank him for that. And we also have the JLT cover, the pre-filter. This goes on top of this, helps keep it clean longer, but remember to remove it at the track. And we've got the heat shield. We're good to go. What's the first step in removing your stock Airbox?
Preparing yourself.
For preparation. Obviously, he's got the preparation going here.
Mostly remove the plug for the sensor, take the PCV hose off, loosen this up, and then just kind of jimmy it out. It's not really held in by me.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. JLT and our little custom mod here from sounds great. Good to go. Hey guys, we just left Dunn Fab and I got my buddy Jordan in the car, dropping him off. His Trackhawk is at Dunn Fab Motorsports right now, getting some work done. But we just got in the car. We're about to cross over the bridge and I'm going to open it up a little bit, but you can hear the whine.
It's great. I want to thank Carl, aka badass_cars with the K on Instagram. I trust these guys that I hang around with as far as performance stuff, because he had the leg maker that I talked about at the beginning of this, and I like the leg maker. It's carbon fiber. It looked really good. It looked great, but the problem was he said the IATs sucked, and performance is everything. If it's even if it's 15 degree difference or 10 degrees, I'm gonna not go for looks. Like our buddy with the red eye who put all the aluminum foil and stuff in there.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
So I'm happy with this, at least right now with the setup. I'm gonna be checking my IATs as we're driving. But most importantly, when we get on it, the whine, it's very loud. It's noticeable. It wasn't noticeable before with the stock Airbox, but now when you get on it, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, you can. It sounds good.
It does sound good. And it was a quick job, obviously, and I know people are like, well, why did you do it yourself? Because I didn't want to. Plus I get a video out of it. It was like, I live I don't have a garage for one, so anything I'd have to do would be on the street or I'd have to go somewhere, and that's a pain in the ass. It's 90 plus degrees outside. I really don't feel like laying on the concrete or standing outside doing it when you can go to a shop and have it done, especially over there. Those guys knock it out of the ballpark. They're done in 20 minutes, and you're on your way. Even when I would change my own Pro Charger oil, I took the car over there a couple times. I'm like, hey, while I'm doing this, can you guys do the other oil? They were like, yeah. They are
2 for 1.
We're so lucky that they're as close as they are to us. A hidden gem, But luckily, more and more people that we know are using them. And like Carl went there, you're there, a bunch of people with SRTs, and I think I should have just turned. I think I missed my exit.
95. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
now I got to go down here and around. I missed my exit again.
But I think the one thing that nobody talks about is how nice those guys are.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. I like
really
customer
genuine.
service is number one, and making you feel like you're part of the whole process, and like one of their Joe's like that at Custom Coatings.
Yep.
One of the nicest dudes in the world. Chase and Evan and the 2 guys that work with them, the 4 of them totally are like laid back. Nick over at Auto Sessions Detailing, Josh at HHP. This is why I continue to go back to certain places. Nah, it's false. And it's starting to rain.
Yeah.
So guess who's not going into work today? I'm going to take my vacation day and just relax. Maybe I'll go in for the second shift that starts at 11.
So when you're off, you can go anytime you want?
Yeah, like I'm on vacation until September 2nd, but if I want to go in and just go grab...
Damn, dude, you're on vacation for
five weeks. I take all of August off. The reason why that started was I drove for UPS for 20 years, and the summer is the worst heat, especially in August. It's like 160 degrees in the back of that truck, right? Well, that was one reason. 2, I got 2 kids. We want to do vacations with them. And my schools, I had 5 schools that I delivered to. They would all get their supplies in August. It's brutal. A lot of extra work, so I'm like, screw this. I'm taking all August off. Let some rookie cover my trip. Yeah, let some rookie cover it. I'll come back in September when the heat's starting to break, and then, like we travel a lot. Like Elena likes to travel a lot, and we already drove up to Boston. We're driving out to Cincinnati next week, and then we're driving down to Florida. Normally, I would fly, but this year they want like an absorbent amount of money for 4 people. I'm like, not happening.
Yeah, we're going up to northwestern New York. My wife's from there in a couple weeks, and we looked up there. It was $1,000 to fly into Buffalo a person.
That's ridiculous.
We'll just take the Trackhawk.
Before I forget, Jordan has a YouTube channel that he just started, so it's real new, but it's going to be based around, he's got a 9-second Mustang. He can tell you a little bit about that, and his Trackhawk that he's having tuned as we speak. All the parts are going on today, and then Simbar starts the tuning tomorrow, right?
Yeah. So the tuning starts tomorrow on that, but today is the modification swap. The clutched pulley. I think it's a 2.85 Hellraiser. I didn't go with a green belt because I kind of want to stay as sleeper as possible.
Okay.
I also, when you go to the dealer and you want to do some things, if they see a green belt, they will automatically be able to tell that you're modified vehicle, and kind of like try to start saying no to warrantable work.
Right.
But cold air intake, doing the same thing, JLT. I'm excited because it sounds awesome. By the
Yeah,
way. And,
it does.
yeah, lots of stuff going on with the Trackhawk. I just took it to the track yesterday. Ran 11.9. It was 85 degrees at 9:30 at night.
85 degrees.
But you got to get baselines, man.
Yeah.
You know, I went in there to have a lot of fun, and B, just to get a couple runs in and see where my baselines were in the middle of the summer. I don't recommend you going and trying to get your best ETs in August.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Not around here. But you know, we've had a lot of rain lately, and it's been tough to get out to the track. So I had a small window of time
Right.
to get out there and go. But yeah, man, I'm excited. The channel just kind of started up.
And it's Garage Junkies Productions. They're all one word?
Yeah, Garage Junkie Productions. Yep.
Garage Junkie Productions, okay.
Yeah. I got nothing else to say about that.
Well, I mean, you got to check it out because he's got a 9-second Mustang, and like, if you follow me, you know that I'm not just Jeep guy. Like, I know I got the channel for the Jeep, but we all hang out with people who don't just have Jeeps. You know, Carl has a Trackhawk, but he also has a Super Snake.
Yeah.
Our buddy Scott, who has he had the fastest Kia Stinger in the world for a brief time. He's second fastest in the world right now. The thing runs 11.5.
Crazy. Kia Stinger.
11.5. Like, he will catch a Trackhawk napping, you know, at 11.5.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Is he all-wheel drive?
He's all-wheel drive.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
He's got so much stuff going on, like piggyback tune, and you know, I lost track of all the things that he did to it, but it's a badass car. If you're ever at ACO and you see a yellow Stinger going down the track and you're like, did that thing just run a low 11? That's him. Nice guy, comes out to a lot of our hangouts, and it's stuff like that, you know, like Dorian. I love Dorian. Dorian has a boosted F-150. Super fast. I mean, that's insane.
That thing's a monster. He's going to
That's
fully down. I think he's working on some secret stuff over the winter. So.
ultimate sleeper. When you pull up to it, he's got stock exhaust on it. That's what freaks me out. When you pull up, you're just like, all right, it's a F-150, and he's got the stickers on the back, but you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Until he gets
stickers.
on it, and then, Christ,
That thing launches like a nightmare.
I didn't even know it was all-wheel drive at first.
The one thing that I've noticed is that while he's going on launch, right after his launch, after the 60-foot, he
Swaps it
disengages, to rear-wheel drive.
That's crazy.
I don't know how the drivetrain can handle that. I mean, you know, I've come back from like the old 4x4 days where
Right.
you gotta like slow it down to like disengage four-wheel drive. And
I don't even like turning this knob
Yeah.
unless I'm at a stop.
Yeah,
you know, I
like-
won't even put it into like a different mode unless I'm at a complete stop.
Right.
Um,
Just see the transfer case, saying, "What are you doing?" And you're going 140 miles an hour.
it's crazy, and yeah, he cuts like low 10s all day, like no big deal.
Yeah,
you know.
he sent me a message the other day, coming for you. It's like a 10.2, a 10.3, a 10.25.
Coming for you?
Yeah, for the 9 second. I was like, come on, buddy, keep it coming.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I love it. You know, it kind of it creates this excitement, of this fervor of, you know, trying to not so much keep up with everybody, but just build up a good group of people that you share the same, you know, ideas and hobbies.
I honest to God, and I said this before, I wish I didn't create the name East Coast Jeep SRT. It was out of a Facebook group thing, because you know, when I wanted to find stuff
We're gonna get
local.
off of
Columbus, okay. When I wanted to start something for the area, for people to, you know, for shops, for local places, it was a Facebook group, and all the Facebook names were taken, so I had to put East Coast in there to kind of narrow it down, and that ended up becoming the YouTube name. I wish it would have been something as simple as like Tunnel Chaser. Love Vince's name.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
He makes no YouTube content anymore.
He doesn't, but you know what? He's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah,
He's got a
yeah.
beautiful GT350R.
It's awesome.
And the name is fucking awesome. All right, we're gonna open it up a little bit. You can hear this whine.
I was watching him on a live the other day. He's making fun of himself because he makes no content.
That's cool. All right, let's get. You can even hear just a little bit.
Yeah, as you hear it.
Right there. Once the exhaust blows out and it goes into like second or third, or where are we at? Fifth.
Yeah.
You hear that whine.
It whines. It whines, man. She's crying for more air.
Intake air temps. It's about stock almost. I was in the 130 range,
Yep.
stock, so you know I didn't gain. Oh, it is dropping a little bit. Wow, it's dropping good.
I think that
129.
cutout. I really think that cutout helps tremendously. Where they cut that little piece.
I
out.
wish there was something you could fabricate that came to the lip of the hood that actually drew it in where it wasn't directed anywhere else. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Or if there was any other porting that you can cut and make a tube or something. 127 degrees. Okay, it's fluctuating around the 127 to 130 range right now.
I mean, I'm usually at 135 on the stock.
Yeah, on the stock bucket. So I have to see what it's like later on when I come back down here in traffic.
When you're in that.
Oh yeah, when I'm stuck in that, now I'll be
Sorry.
able to tell you.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I have to head all the way back up here in that traffic, grab my work gear, and then head back down. But I don't have to be there until 6 o'clock. I'll go in early like I do every day, though.
I really want to thank you, Ron. You give me a ride home, or actually ride to work. So.
You got to ride back from there later, right?
Yeah,
Good to
yeah.
go?
I've got to grab a rental car around the corner.
Okay.
Because it's
How-
going to be for a couple days.
A couple days are going to take to do it?
Yeah, so install today and then tuning tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So long as everything works good, we're, just like you, install and tuning,
Right.
kind of over at HHP.
Okay.
Same idea. So they should get tuning done by mid-afternoon tomorrow, and I should be able to pick it up the following day.
And Tim's got a pretty good base to use. He could probably use Carl's file to start you with at least and tweak it from there.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be similar.
Yeah, Chase and Evan were telling me that, they ironed out all of the kinks and problems that they were having with the trans tune, and I told them that I wanted to keep the trans module, the tune,
Right.
set up one way, not have to flash over, because
Okay.
that's where the hairy part comes when you're, flashing over and trying to erase one tune over another.
Right.
Because Carl told me a couple of times that, he'd get freaked out because stuff would just kind of vanish.
What?
So, and he told me that he just sticks to the modified trans tune anymore, and it's actually better this way. He doesn't have to worry about it.
So he leaves the modified trans tune in at all times.
Yep.
That's how I did on my last vehicle. Once I had the TCM in, I left it in there because it actually drove better. That torque management was terrible because it would feel like the fuel start. It would bog. Like at wide open throttle, you would literally feel the car hesitate a little bit around sixth gear or fifth or sixth going down the track. Even on the highway, you would feel that slight hesitation. And when I brought that up to Josh at HHP, he says, "No, it's the ridiculous amount of torque management they have in there. We're going to fix that." And when he did, never happened again.
Good.
Until I went to the track and I forgot to
Switch over.
swap the tune. So whenever you go from your 93 pump tune over to your MS-109, you also have to physically press the TCM tune, even though it has a green check mark next to it. You have to physically press it in order for it to transfer over. And I forgot that. And boy, man, I was freaking out.
So,
Like,
but this time, are you going to keep just that one tune, the trans tune, on, or are you going to?
I'm going to keep it on. If Josh sets it up and we go for a run and it's super smooth like it is now, I'm just going to leave it in. There's no reason for me to use the stock transmission or the stock TCM setup when the modified one should be fine.
Yeah, I
you know?
don't really understand why there even is the option, because since you're already modifying your ECU
Don't
and you're
need
not
it.
really going to have the stock settings or parameters, why would you keep the stock parameters on at all?
Right.
On the trans.
And with the Diablo, I didn't even carry it in the car after a while. I just when I was 93 tune, it's in, I'd take the Diablo and leave it in the house.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take it with me until I went to the track. I know there's some guys that want to mount it and they want to have it up and check out all the funky and pretty gauges, but I didn't want it in the car. I wanted the tracks a little bit more attention than I need, and I'm not spending another $600 if the window gets smashed and someone takes it out.
Yeah, and what are they going to do with that?
Right.
It's married to your car.
Well, people, they'll steal anything. They don't care, but
You have enough stuff on your windshield.
yeah, I have enough shit in here. So I left it out, and I'm going to leave it out this time. I still have the car lock plugged in. I'll just have to swap that out when I'm swapping tunes. And
Oh yeah, because that's connected to your. So you never had any connectivity issues with the OBD2 port? With
Nope.
Because wow, okay.
no, I'm surprised it didn't start screaming when we got in the car, because it will alert you the second you start moving with a crazy alarm, and it drives Elena crazy when it goes off. I try to swipe it with my finger on the phone.
Yeah.
But sometimes that doesn't work, and
It gets loud.
it's very loud. So it's going to alert, if you have a car lock, it's going to alert you if somebody tries to take the car or somebody moves the car.
Right.
A little shower today. I didn't know we were going to get this much rain.
Yeah, they were calling for some pretty
Hardcore?
hardcore stuff, man. It's gonna come down. They said around 2 o'clock is when it'll be like really shitty.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. Man.
Making me feel bad, Ron.
No, I'm thinking about not going in this afternoon now and just enjoying one of my
Why
vacations.
do you get, like, when you're on the ramp, are you getting, like, the elements too?
Yeah, oh, it's wide open.
Oh, is it?
It's wide open. It's, you know, there's nothing around. So even when it's super hot out, like last night, the wind blowing across the airport, we get a little breeze. So it's not too bad. But when it's stuff like this, oh man, you get everything. The rain comes in, you get brutalized.
Thermostat.
That's another thing.
180 thermostat.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll drop down your, I don't know, where you're 202, right? You're probably at 202, 203.
Let's see.
Yeah, 201.
There it is.
You'll be at like 185, 182. 183.
When I had the other vehicle, I mean, the Pro Charger's not bad on heat soak. It's not like a Whipple, but
Right.
the temperature was a consistent 180, 185, or excuse me, 185, 186, excuse me, and it was constant. I could not believe, like even getting on it, how it would stay so low. Like it was mind blowing. That the coolant temp never went any higher.
Yeah.
You know, at
got a-
203 right now.
I've got a
that's
180 in
normal.
my the 65, but it always sits at 200.
Really.
Yeah, dude, man, classic cars, all you get is heat problem.
Yeah, you were going to bring it out the one day, but then you said you ran into an issue and you were like, damn, this is going to turn it
Yeah,
around.
she was starting to puke some green fluid. I was like, I'm not going to risk that 30-minute drive. I went to get gas, and like, I see some, antifreeze on the floor at the gas station, and pop the hood, and I'm like, are
Nope.
you kidding me? I
Yeah,
literally
that's-
just got it back from like some other work. I mean, that's the one thing about classic cars, man. It's leaks, squeaks, and creaks. That's if you're not using
Sounds like an FCA product.
it might be.
Leaks, squeaks, and creaks.
Yeah,
Shoot,
so if
that
you
should be a
have-
bumper sticker you put on your vehicle.
Yeah,
or,
dude, if you have a classic car, that's what you need to be prepared for. Leaks, squeaks, and creaks. I mean, it just comes with the territory.
You know, it's funny. I'm really looking forward to once the month is over and I have my vehicle tuned.
I'm excited.
You,
Yeah.
me, Carl, Wilson, there's more and more of us every day that aren't just in a stock setup,
Ron, I
Brother.
appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, my man.
Jay Leno's got nothing on us for our
No,
wrap-up chat.
Yeah.
I'll see you
Dude,
soon.
Pleasure.
And when you picking up the car? What day?
If all goes well,
ETA, tentatively.
If all goes well, tomorrow afternoon. If not, then probably
Okay.
the next morning.
All right, and are you going to go to Cars and Coffee on Saturday?
Family obligations.
Shoot. All right.
I'm gonna try,
If you,
but
if
I
you
can't guarantee anything,
My daughter giving me a call. I have to call her back, see what's going on.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to go. I don't think
All
I
right.
will, but I'll definitely.
I definitely want to see their work and how everything came out. Like, with we got to find a dyno day and definitely going down the track because you and Carl are literally very similar.
It's important.
I got to take
Yeah,
this.
I'll see
Brother,
you. Thanks,
don't
dude.
forget the car seat in the back.
Yep. I appreciate the ride, man. Thank you.
Hold on,
Hey, Dad.
kiddo. Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on 1 second.
See you, Ron.
You got everything?
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe to Garage Junkie Productions. I'll have a link for his YouTube down at the bottom. I'm going to wrap this up. My daughter's on the phone, so I got to go. You guys and girls be safe. That's all I got, and I'm out. All right, kiddo, what's up?